Good luck, Brandon.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. This is Matthew here again, along with my same Skype guest as before, but we also have thegamerman16 joining us, and that's actually who Steve is going to take on. If you recall in the last show, this is actually the final episode of season number 3. So, Steve, you have a one-game winning total of $3,400. You'll be taking on thegamerman16.
Yes, you will. And I wish him my best, and we shall see who the better man will win. Who shall win?
Yep.
Yes, may the best man win, Steven.
Yes.
And you both know how to play. You each answer a series of toss-up questions, high or low. Whoever wins 2 of 3 gets to play in the money cards for who knows how much. So, first question always goes to the champion, and that is Steve. Are we ready, Steve?
Yes.
Brandon, are we ready?
Let's do this.
Okay. Alright, here we go. Steve, we found 100 single women in their 30s, and we asked them, if you were in your 20s again, would you accept a marriage proposal this time around? How many of these single women in their 30s said they would accept a marriage proposal this time around if they were in their 20s?
Well, this is really not my kind of question, but I'm maybe going to take a shot at this, as I know there are probably a bunch of women that like to get back in their 20s and get married, and I'm going to say a high number, and I'm going to say 62.
62 of 100 single women in their 30s said they would accept a marriage proposal if they were in their 20s once again. Rodney, may I ask if your wife was in her 20s when she proposed to you? Or is that too personal?
He said he'll be right back.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that part. So, anyways, I'll get back to him on that. Brandon, higher or lower than 62?
I'm gonna say that's lower.
Going lower. And the actual number of these women who would accept a marriage proposal in the marriage is 22. It is much lower.
Alright.
Alright, Brandon, your card is a 6. You can play the 6 or change it, because you won the question. Alright, when you win the question, you can change the base card. The 6 becomes a queen.
Lower.
Lower than a queen, a 9. Now from here on, okay, going lower than a 9, a 7. Now from here on out, you can, from the 9 on out, you can freeze if you wish to.
Yes, I will. I will freeze.
Alright, freeze on the 7, not giving Steve a chance with the cards. And Brandon, this question is yours. This is cold. Brandon, we asked 100 pediatricians, would you take away your 5-year-old security blanket? How many of these pediatricians said they would take away their 5-year-old security blanket?
This is kind of funny. I'm gonna say 35.
35 of 100 pediatricians said they would take away their 5-year-old security blanket. Steve, higher or lower than 35?
Higher.
Going higher. And the actual number of these pediatricians who would take away the 5-year-old security blanket is 25. It is lower, not higher. Alright, Brandon, you have your 7. You can play the 7 or change it.
Let's change it.
Alright, when you win the question, you can change the base card, and the 7 is now a 6.
Higher.
Higher than a 6? An 8. 7 plus 1?
Can I freeze again?
Yes, you can. Is that what you want to do?
Alright. Yes, let's do it.
Alright.
Let's freeze.
Gonna freeze, alright? Not giving Steve a chance with the cards again. But Steve, this question is yours.
Alright.
Steve, we asked 100 18-year-old girls, did you know that Fawn Hall is Oliver North's secretary? How many of these 18-year-old girls said yes, they knew that Fawn Hall is Oliver North's secretary?
I really have no idea. I'm just going to take another shot at it, and I'll say 40.
Alright, 40 of 100 18-year-old girls said they knew that Fawn Hall is Oliver North's secretary. Brandon, higher or lower than 40? 40.
40. I am going to say that is lower.
Going lower. And the actual number of 18-year-old girls said they knew that is 55. It is higher, not lower. So Steve gets control. And Steve, your card is a king.
Lower.
Lower than a king? Oh no, a double king.
Are you serious?
Unfortunately,
Oh, wow.
yes. Brandon, a free shot for you, but you must play this 8.
Lower.
For the first game of the match, lower than an 8? Oh no, it's a 9.
Ooh.
Fourth and final question, someone must win to play the cards, and the question goes to Brandon. So listen up, everyone. Brandon, we asked 100 people, have you zipped into a parking space that another driver was waiting for? How many of these people said yes, they have zipped into a parking space that another driver was waiting for?
Well, there might be a lot of impatient drivers in this country, so I'm going to say 55.
55 of 100 people said they zipped into a parking space that another driver was waiting for. Steve, higher or lower than 55? 5-5.
Let's see. There are a lot of drivers out there that are crazy. Believe me, I've seen a lot, and I'm pretty sure they would. Yeah, and they would definitely zip into a parking space and just go, okay, it's mine, and I'm gonna say it's higher.
Going higher. Steve, do you drive?
No.
Oh, you don't? Okay. And the actual number of these people who have done that is 47. It is lower, not higher. Brandon was off by 8. And Brandon, here's the deal. You have a base card of an 8, 7 plus 1. You need 1 card for game number 1. Steve with a base card of a king needs all 4. But you can play the 8 or change it or pass it to Steve and he'll have to play off his king. What are you going to do, Brandon?
Can we change the 8, please?
Yes, you can. Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
All right. When you win all right, changing that 8, and the 8 is now a queen.
Lower.
All right. If this is higher than if this is a queen or higher, Steve will win game 1. Lower than a queen for the first game of the match. It's an 8, 7 plus 1, and Brandon has taken game 1.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to be driving again.
Okay.
Speaking of driving, I also drive too. I have a permit.
I guess Jay had to go. So anyways, round 2. Now it's time for round 2, and the first question goes to Steve.
We haven't got Brandon back yet.
Nope. And it says he went offline.
Oh.
So, okay, so we'll... oh, there he is. He's back on.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
First question of round 2 goes to Steve. Steve, we asked 100 people, have you been bitten by a dog? How many of these people said yes, they have been bitten by a dog?
Oof. Well, that's gotta be a middle number. I'm just gonna put it in. I've never been bitten by a dog before, and I'm gonna say 52.
52 of... oh, there we are. 52 of 100 people said they've been bitten by a dog. Brandon, higher or lower than 52?
I'm going to say now that I've never been bitten by a dog either, but I'm going to say that number is just a little bit higher.
Going higher. And the actual number of these people who have been bitten by a dog is 39. It is lower, not higher.
Right.
Steve, your card is an 8. 7 plus 1.
Get rid of that card.
I don't blame you. The 8 is now a jack.
Lower.
Okay, lower than a jack, a 6. What's that?
Freeze.
Okay, freezing on the 6, not giving Brandon a chance. And Brandon, the next question goes to you, and the game is thinking of a number between 0 and 100.
Oh, wow.
Now. Oh, God.
Well, I'm going to try and get in the game's face here. I'm going to say 55.
Steve, higher or lower than 55?
Lower.
Going lower. The answer number between 0 and 100 that the game is thinking of is 28. It is lower. All right, Steve, you have your 6.
Throw it away.
All right. When you win the question, you can change the base card. It's a 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. An 8. 7 plus 1.
Freeze.
Freezing on the 8. Third question goes to you, Steve. Steve, we asked 100 U.S. congressmen, would you be in favor of drafting women as well as men? How many of these U.S. congressmen said they would be in favor of drafting women as well as men?
Drafting?
Drafting, yes.
Okay. No idea. Just... I'll say... 70.
7-0?
Yes.
70 of 100 U.S. congressmen said they would be in favor of drafting women as well as men. Brandon, higher or lower than 70? 7-0.
I'm going to say lower.
Going lower. The actual number of these U.S. congressmen who would be in favor of drafting women as well as men is 47. It is lower. 47. Brandon, your card is a queen.
Let's see. I'm gonna actually change it.
Oh, you are? You're gonna change a good card?
Oh, wait, no. Oh, actually, go lower.
All right. Lower than a queen, a 4.
All right, that was good then. Higher.
Higher than a 4, a king.
Well, lower.
Lower than a king, a 6.
Said freeze, I think.
Did you say freeze?
Yeah, I said freeze.
All right, freezing on the 6, not giving Steve a chance at the cards. This is the fourth and final question. Someone must win on this play of the cards. Control is important, and the question goes to you, Brandon. Brandon, our surveyor, went down to France where he surveyed 100 married men with a mistress. And we asked him, does having your mistress make you feel like a man? How many of these French married men said yes? Having a mistress makes a man feel like a man.
What?
Oh, wow.
Dominatrix!
That doesn't even make any sense.
I would say 60. 60.
All right, 60 of 100 French married men with a mistress said having the mistress makes a man feel like a man. Steve, higher or lower than 60?
Higher.
Going higher. The actual number of these French married men who said such a thing is 81. It is higher. All right, Steve, here's the deal. You have a base card of an 8, 7 plus 1. You need 2 cards for the second game. You need this to stick around. Brandon has a base card of a 6, and he needs only 1 card. You can play the 8 or change it, or pass it to Brandon, and he'll have to play a 6. What's it going to be?
I'm going to play it and change it.
All right. Now, Steve, you must go through both cards. The 8 is now a jack.
Lower.
Lower than a jack? Oh no! An ace, and Brandon is the new champion.
Yeah!
So Brandon gets to go to the money card for the first time. And Steve, you're leaving with a pretty good amount of money of $3,400. So it looks like we'll be having a Chicago showdown next time with... And Brandon will start you at the bottom row with $200 of betting money where you bet right across 3 cards. Moving to the second row, give me $800 of betting money where you bet right across another 3 cards. $50 money bet to get to the top card, the big bet. You must bet at least half the money. And Brandon, if you play right, you can win $38,400. And you get a joker just for making it to the money cards.
Okay.
And Brandon, if you're ready, here's $200. And Brandon, good luck to you. We are all behind you. Are you ready?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, let's hope you can turn that $200 into $38,000 plus. For $200, Brandon, you start off with a 4.
Everything and higher.
Everything, $200. Higher than a 4? It's another 4, a push, no win, no loss. You still have your $200.
Let's do it again. Everything and higher.
Trying it again. Higher than a 4. It's a king. $400 and a king.
Everything and lower.
$400. Lower than a king. Oh no, it's an ace. But we'll move you to the next row, give you $800 of betting money. And you have that ace.
Let's, no. Let's go 300 and lower.
On an ace?
Brandon, you got the highest part of the Brandon.
Everything.
Wait, everything lower. I would go.
Everything lower then. Okay.
All right.
Everything lower.
It's ACE. Lower than an ace for $800. It's a 10. 1,600 and a 10. Now a reminder, Brandon, you can change the card with 1, 2, or 3 if you wish to.
Change it with 2.
All right. Let's see if you make a good change here. The 10 is now a 3.
Okay, everything higher.
1,600. Higher than a 3. It's another 3. A push. No win, no loss. You still have 1,600.
Let's do it again. Everything higher.
Trying it again. Everything higher than a 3. It's a 6. Brandon, you're at the big bet. You have $3,200. You must bet at least 1,600. Do you want that 6?
Can I change it?
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
1 or
change
3?
It.
All right, with 1 or 3?
3.
All right, let's see if we make a good change here for the big bet. The 6 becomes a 5. Brandon, you must bet at least 1,600 on a 5.
Let's do the 1,600 and higher.
Come on, for $4,800. Higher than a 5? It's a joker. Another chance at the jackpot. We'll replace the card. And Brandon, you still have your 5. Are you going to change your bet, or you're going to keep it at 1,600 higher?
Let's keep it 1,600 higher.
All right, trying it again. Higher. It's a queen. So, Brandon, you have $4,800 plus the $200 from the game. You have an even $5,000. But you aren't done yet, Brandon, because you have a chance at a $50,000 jackpot. 2 to be exact.
All right.
And you find the card with the $, you'll get $50,000. And you have 1 through 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to choose from. You have 2 shots.
Let's go with a 6.
All right. Is it behind 6? It is not. So, Brandon, you do not get any additional side change. If you were to find it on the first crack, you would have gotten $5,000 of side change. But seeing as you didn't find it, you'll have to use that last chance. Which one will it be?
2.
Is it behind 2? No. Oh, you were 1 away the first time. It was 5.
Oh.
So next time we're jackpot, we were 60 grand. But Brandon will face a new opponent on our next show. So long, everyone, and we'll see you all for Season 4 of Card Sharks.